Welcome to SK1 News, Season 7. So, today, I'm going to be talking about this ice storm. I'm going to be talking about a little bit of the government shutdown. I'm going to be talking about Ray J. I'm going to be talking about Nicki Minaj. I'm talking about a few things. But first thing first, let's talk about this crazy ice storm. So last week we got hit with a snowstorm. And matter of fact, it really was on that Sunday of last week. I don't know the date. But anyway, we got hit. And what that snow did was turn into ice. So it was a little tough time of digging your way out. The mayor, Brandon Scott, issued out that, hey, alright, you got all of this going on, now, parking spots. He felt like if anybody in the neighborhood shoveled their own little area of parking spot out, he felt like right then and there, it's not your parking lot. You know what I'm saying? You know, people should park wherever they feel like they want to park at. So no cones. Rightfully, on your property, that's your home. I feel like, hey, you know, it's whatever. And somebody in front of somebody else's door, in front of their house, if you shovel your own car out, and you was in front of their door, that's a tricky question right there. Because you are in front of somebody else's home. But my thing with that is that with Brandon doing that, he just caused a lot of chaos. For years, this been happening. This nothing new. People been putting chairs, cones, anything they could put in the area they dig their way out, just to have that parking spot when they get back home. Whether you in front of your own home or whether you in front of somebody else's home, you dig yourself out of that. Now here's the tricky part. When that other person home that you dig your vehicle out come out their house and you dig your car out, was it a car in front of your home? You know, because maybe, you know, a lot of digging could have been going on. If it wasn't nothing there, no car there, you could have dig your own spot and then dig. But that's just too much. But anyway, you know, it's a lot of back and forth with that. And it could have went any direction, but it made it worse because now you seeing that people are going to jail over a parking spot that they dig themselves out of because somebody then parked in a spot that they worked so hard to do. You know what I'm saying, with the parking spot. Now, there are also people that would take on smartness and do other little filthy stuff like taking dog poop and wiping it on people's vehicles and, you know, plowing snow in front of the person car so they won't be able to get their vehicles out. doing like little cruddy stuff to cause that pump in the area where though they, that could also cause violence too. Because if the person find out who did it in his home, it's crazy though. It's crazy. So I say that to say this. When y'all making these laws, y'all better look at what the outcome gonna be. Brandon? You're in that Westmore. But anyway, let's get into our part of the news. So we basically, going into another year, and under Trump, there's already been another shutdown issued out. This one is a partial shutdown right now. When the bill was funded for 2 weeks, only 2 weeks, they still gotta make a decision. And I think it's crazy with this because here we go with making a decision upon people that got livelihoods to live, and furloughs happening and stuff like that because y'all kind of make a decision. No, yes, ICE is wrong for what ICE is doing. If they out there harming folks for no reason, or they out there just harming folks and just killing them, then yeah, ICE should be penalized for that, rightfully. So it's two-sided. It's two-sided with that. You gotta look at it. But them folks, just like regular United States citizens, also want a paycheck. They just like the police officers. Some of them ain't trained how to do stuff. They go out there killing innocent people for no reason. And yes, they shouldn't be funded. But guess what? If you don't fund them, they gonna act a fool. But I mean, all of this stuff back and forth over illegal immigrants, when nobody really focus on the real United States citizens that live in the United States, such as us, that pay taxes every day. Every day we go to work, we paying taxes, and we ain't being taken care of. But y'all prefer to take care of, illegal immigrants that can have rights to be here, but they chose to do it in another way, in another form, instead of just going through the steps. Granted, the ones that's over here that's harming and doing whatever they doing, yes, they should be penalized and punished. The ones that just stuck over here and just been over here, well, they've been over here for years. They ain't bothering nobody, so those are the ones that, should get a slap on the wrist. I mean, I guess. But on the same time, you can't go around treating them special either. You can't do that. Wow. So, United States got a lot of mess with them. They cray-cray. Something wrong with them. And we live in this world where there's a bunch of crazy nonsense. So on that note, when it comes to the crazy nonsense, everybody pay attention to what's going on. Pay attention to your surroundings, because there are some foolishness going on up out here. So when I come back, I'll be talking about Nicki Minaj. See y'all when I come back.
A partial government shutdown. Congress missed a deadline Friday night to fund several major agencies, including Homeland Security. CBS 42 Washington correspondent Gabrielle Caracciolo joins us now live with the latest.
This afternoon, President Trump posted on social media saying he wants this funding deal passed and passed quickly without any changes. But House Democrats are not happy with the deal, many saying that they're planning to vote no. This is all stemming from their demands for reforms to immigration and customs enforcement.
The House will be in order.
Back in session, it's now up to the House of Representatives to end the partial government shutdown. Some House Republicans have shown support for the compromise the White House negotiated with Senate Democrats.
I plan to support that. I hope that we can get bipartisan support for it.
The deal funds several agencies through the end of the fiscal year, but only extends funding for the Department of Homeland Security for 2 weeks.
It's just a bill to begin negotiations where we can then discuss what sort of reforms are going to be instituted.
ICE needs to be reined in. They're out of control. They need to be brought to heel so that there is a level of accountability and professionalism that the American people are demanding.
Democrats argue the agency needs more oversight, mandatory body cameras, and agents without masks. Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries isn't guaranteeing House Democrats will vote yes, arguing the agency needs to make changes immediately.
And absent that, then a full-year appropriations bill is in deep trouble.
As the debate continues on Capitol Hill, the partial shutdown is impacting more than just ICE. From FEMA to air traffic control, essential government workers once again face missing paychecks. And breaking late this afternoon, Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem says that effective immediately, all officers in Minneapolis will have body cameras on them. That's one of the demands from Democrats. So we'll have to see how this impacts how they're planning to vote. In Washington, I'm Gabrielle Correcciolo. Back to you.
Welcome back to SK1 News. Alright, so who am I to judge somebody for their political stance? Who am I to tell somebody who the hell to vote for? Who am I to tell somebody, you better not do this or we ain't gonna, support you, this and that? Who am I? Let's go. Alright, so I ain't even with none of this mess. I don't care about none of these sides of the party, and it really don't matter to me what this and whoever I decide to pick would have been my decision, and it's none of nobody's damn business. Let's go. Alright, so I'm only speaking to Nicki Minaj fans. You know what I'm saying? Nicki Minaj supporters. Y'all been rolling with Nicki since y'all been rolling with Nicki, so what's the difference? Alright, Nicki decides to go to one of Trump, whatever, press conference, whatever they was at. And Trump had her to come up and, he announced Nicki on stage, and he basically gave Nicki Minaj a gold card. Whatever that card was he gave him. He appreciate Nicki or whatever. Nicki decided to say that she is his #1 fan. Okay. So what? So what? So what? What can y'all do about that? Nicki said that's, she rolling with him, she doing this with him, she doing so, y'all get ready to cancel out on her social media accounts and stuff like that. Y'all get ready to stop supporting her music. Y'all get ready to just cancel her out. Why? Because she chose to choose whoever she chose. Y'all not loyal, Bobs. Y'all not loyal. Because if that was Beyonce fans that came at Nicki, y'all would have tried to rip Beyonce fans off. Y'all would have came for the Beehive. Y'all know y'all would have. Y'all would have came for the Beehive and stuff like y'all would have supported Nicki then. So when Nicki decides to make a political decision on the side of the party that she preferred to roll with and go with, and she decided to be a Trump supporter, y'all want to, like, go against her? I mean, look, she been rolling with Trump since y'all been her supporters. And y'all didn't even know that. Real fans will know who rolled with who. I'd have seen Nicki when the election season was going on supporting Trump. It's not nothing new. It's not nothing. And who cares? Who cares? I bet you was a lot of them that support Trump. Some of them ain't even want to tell you because they scared. They scared they going to lose their followers. They scared they going to lose their supporters. They scared they going to lose, man, a bunch of them probably rolling with Trump. But who business is that? The thing about it is we already in a world where though we divided as it already is. You know what I'm saying? Granted, Trump ain't the best out there. Trump ain't nobody that somebody be wanting to, side with. Oh, because y'all feel like she's black. She shouldn't be rolling with Trump. She shouldn't be, a part of Trump. This and that and that. Oh, because you trying to get your brother deported. You try to do this because, your dude in some mess. You try to get him deported. You try not to have ICE to take you, back to your country. Whatever she doing it for, that's her business. You see what I'm saying? That's her business. So, why should y'all turn y'all back on somebody that y'all been supporting? That's all I'm saying. Like, all of a sudden now, because I decided to make one move, y'all want to not like me because I made one move. Look, I don't tell none of y'all who to vote for, who to go for, who what. Whatever your decision is what your decision is. Oh, well, they doing a lot of evil stuff in this country and stuff like that. Whatever president didn't. Name one president that didn't do nothing evil. I'll wait. Matter of fact, let me say it like this. Presidents do not make all them daggone decisions. They got somebody above them. They can't pass no bill without somebody signing off, and guess who signs off on the damn bill for real? Congress. I don't get none of this. I don't. Learn your history, learn your facts, learn everything that you need to know, because if you know what you know, when you know, you will say the right things out of your mouth. That man can't do nothing that the United States not going to allow him to do. And if he allowed to do it, that's because the United States let him do it. Biden couldn't do everything without the United States allowing him to do it. Nicki Minaj, much respect for standing up and going out there and taking a bunch of criticism from people that supposed to really support you, but you got to see who your real fans were. Big up to you, because a lot of people wouldn't do it. A lot of people want to step out there and show the world that, hey, I don't need to front. I don't need to do none of that. I don't need to lie to nobody. I'm going to make this when I'm going to make it. So, hey, by all means, you did what you felt you should do. You roll how you felt you should roll. So, they going to hate you, they going to hate you. And I'm real shocked at the bulbs, yo. I'm real shocked. They up there and taking Nicki, blocking Nicki off their Instagram and shutting down, talking all this stuff like, oh, I can't support you no more, but y'all been supporting her since y'all been supporting her. So, she was supporting Trump and y'all was supporting Trump not knowing y'all was supporting Trump. Make it make sense. And then y'all ain't got support who she could support. Y'all want to stay them, be them. Y'all want to stay Republicans, stay Republicans. You know? What world we living in where everybody hates somebody for who they want, you know, roll with and stuff like that. I can't like you because you, so? Don't like me then. Because it's my decision. It's my decision. Oh, well, he doing all this to the country. He doing all that to the country. Man. This country been messed up since this country been messed up. This new. Everything that's happening in this country now been happening. It's new. Oh, the food price is way high, this and that. The food prices was high when Biden was in. But he made it worse. Man, those food prices was going to get worse any damn way. I'm trying to tell y'all, man, this country ain't for nobody. And all this division and stuff like that. The man only got really 3. Hey, he already did his first year. He got 3 more years left. You got to deal with him for 3 more years. He can't be a president no more. The United States not built around to have a damn king. Do y'all know that? Come on. He can't be no king. I'm just saying, y'all, look, I don't care what president what. I don't care. My thing is, stop judging somebody else for what they do. You know, her fans shouldn't even be attacking her like that. You know, that's just a crazy mess. Do your thing, Nicki. See y'all when I come back.
Press. She is being attacked by the media, by Hollywood, by the music industry at the Grammys, all for daring to speak out about the plight of Christians and for pledging her support to President Trump. And we've got here Cardi B claiming that it's actually her, Cardi B, that the White House is obsessed with. Apparently they watch and observe everything she does.
There's a president that he knows that I'm never supported him and stuff like that, and it's like I be feeling like I know the White House watches my show.
You have a platform.
Yes, I have a big platform, so it's like I know they watch it. They listen to what I say. I might not say it the prettiest way, you know what I'm saying, but I know they listen to what I say. I have to speak the lesser evil. I can't. And people thought it was funny. People made fun of my accent. People made fun of my speech. People forgot this. People this and that. And it's like, y'all gonna see what's funny. Ain't funny right now, isn't it? It's really tough out here.
Are things really that bad, Alex? Are you struggling in the great state of Texas?
You know, I'm doing okay, and I'm very thankful for it. But Rita, you know what makes me upset about this clip is that before 2016, every single rapper loved Donald Trump. They all rapped about him. They all wanted to be like Trump. Nelly has a famous line about wanting to be like Trump. And so all of a sudden he becomes the president, and they realize that they have to create this narrative that they never liked Trump or they don't like Trump. So she's just being very disingenuous. And I respect Nicki Minaj for actually calling it like she sees it and just being honest. And she knows that she's going to get attacked for having that opinion. And to be honest, the more they attack somebody, the bigger and stronger that person gets. So I really respect Nicki. And I didn't even really, love her music all that much. I mean, of course, I've listened to it a little bit, but now I'm a big Nicki Minaj fan. So it's just kind of crazy. The more they try to cancel someone, I think, it has a reverse effect where actually they gain a lot more fans.
Yeah, well, her records have hit the top of the charts again, but I think it's the courage that people admire also. Even people like me who don't care for celebrity opinions and think they should stay in their lane. When someone like Nicki Minaj comes forward, she's going to be living skin in the game. She's going to pay a price for anything she says politically. It's not like the left where all you're going to get is adulation and more applause from your colleagues and get more roles. For someone like Nicki Minaj to speak out, we saw at the Grammys, you know, they did everything to try to embarrass her and mock her in her absence. Now, before you go, they have cancelled another comic. Ben Bankers had 6 sold-out shows in Minnesota before it was all cancelled, Alex, because he joked about Renee Good. So that's still happening. I thought cancel culture was over.
Well, just going back to my last statement, Ben Bankis is one of the hottest comedians out right now. Ben is a friend of mine, and he's hilarious. And so that cancellation actually got him a bunch of good publicity. And just imagine yourself as a viewer and you hear, oh, this comedian got canceled. It kind of makes you want to go see him even more. So the more they try to cancel him, the more they try to cancel Nicki Minaj, the bigger they get.
That is actually precisely what's happening because everyone's looking him up and seeing his clips, and he is very funny. Alex Stein, thank you so much for your time tonight.
Welcome back to SK1 News. Ray J, Ray J, Ray J, Ray J, Ray J, Ray J. You know you like the little boy that cried wolf. But I'm going to give you a pass on this one. I ain't going to come for you. Because this could be serious. But, what's wrong with folks? You know what I mean? Alright, we know Ray J be lying and stuff like that. Now, if he lying about his health, that's on him. But who are we to judge if he lying or not? We don't know. They said the boy had pneumonia, 2 weeks ago. We don't know what his doctor told him. Which is, though, I mean, you saying that your heart levels, your heart rate is now down to 25%. It's a lot of people that's walking around with low numbers of heart rate like that. That's a weak heart. It's dangerous too. But you gotta take care of yourself. Ray J said he has a year left to live. And a lot of people on social media, you know how social media is. They went in on him. They talking about if I only had one wish. Yo, stop, y'all. What's wrong with y'all? Alright, let's just say, if the man is lying, he the one that got answer to that. But what if he not lying? Now y'all up there talking all this mess and stuff like that. And then what if y'all turn around and had the same illness that he got? Because y'all up there messing with his illness. What's wrong with y'all? Y'all just like messing with people. You know, I'm not going to say that I believe Ray J too much is what I believe, but I am going to say this. I think he's over-exaggerating on what his Dr. May said to him. If I say anything on that matter, but I'm not going to sit up here and say that this man lying about his heart rate. I'm not going to do that, because I don't know. I wasn't there when he talked to his doctor. So I can't say that Ray J lying. I can't say that Ray J telling the truth. I don't know. I wasn't there. So for me to go on social media and comment, oh, he lying. Ray J just want attention. Ray J been doing a lot of stuff to get attention. So yeah, he definitely go on social media to do that. But y'all, come on. Let's not attack this man from a weak heart, if his heart is weak. What's wrong with y'all? Leave that man alone, I guess. Anyway, outside of all of that, you know, it's so much going on and so little time. So little time. I want to share some stuff about the snow in the next video. And you could call it a conspiracy, you could call it a what. But there's been facts showing that people taking actual snow, putting a lighter to it, and it don't melt. It don't melt. One of my homeboys that I know, he did it years ago, back in 2014. He went out there. He grabbed some snow and put a lighter to it and showed that it didn't melt. Crazy, huh? Crazy. So, I'm going to come back with a story with it. Hopefully, everything go back right with it so I can get back to how I normally operate things so I can really show this video and talk to y'all while I'm on screen with it. You know, but yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, it's real crazy. Said I had something else to talk about. I covered. Let's see. Anyway, so we in the month of February. We made it to February. There's gonna be more storms coming up. And more crazy news. More crazy news. So on that note, I will be on this season talking about that robot, talking about that chip, talking about weird weather, talking about people just going crazy for no reason. And I'll be sharing a lot. And there's so much going on with the Epstein files. I will be talking about that as well. Jay-Z and Pusha T names just became involved in on that as well. Donald Trump name is on it, but I think they're trying to take his name off it. But no, just because you can get your name taken off of it, don't do it, because it's not fair. If your name on there, keep that name on there. You know, you're just as much as a part of it as they are. And there's a lot of names on there. So, for those that believe their favorite celebrity can do no wrong, or their favorite top person can do no wrong, such as the president or whoever, y'all don't have a clue. Don't have a clue. I'm gonna just say this. Just pay attention of what's going on. That's all. Just pay attention. That's the only thing you gotta do. Just pay attention to see what's going on. And you will see that it's a world full of fraud, fakes, phonies, because they all lied. Trust me. They lie. The media, the radio stations, all of them lying completely. So we gotta stop listening to them, because they ain't telling no facts, no truth. They want you to go up here and get all upset, go out there and be like, hey, I'm ready to go and walk up on an ICE person right now because they harming people and stuff like that. And then you get in the way of getting them the way of them, and then you lose your life because you listening to the media and you think you're invincible. So now, them folks that's minding their business and their vehicles and stuff that ain't messing with you, you gonna mess with them. Because they messing with the immigrants. I'm not gonna sit up here and get myself involved into something that I don't have to get myself involved into. Only if it makes sense. If it makes sense, then it makes sense to do it. But if it don't make sense to do it, then why gonna do it? See what I'm saying? So on that note, I'll be back with episode 2. You know? Because this right here is SK1 News. I got new merch in the store. Y'all will see that at the beginning of this. And I got more new music that's being made. New music, new merch, new season. Oh, and we about to work on this daggone website again. I gotta go and restructure, rebuild, redo everything over, you know. So on that note, I'll see y'all when I come back. Enjoy your week. And stay off of that ice. Because we got more snow coming. We got more cold days coming. This ain't over yet. The groundhog seen the shadow. I don't believe in that groundhog mess, but it's supposed to be 6 weeks of winter left. So, if the groundhog right, it's only 6 weeks of winter left. It's only 6 weeks of winter left anyway, regardless of how you put it. Whether the groundhog seen the shadow or not, it's already 6 more weeks from winter anyway without that groundhog. So that groundhog ain't going to tell you nothing that wasn't already going to happen anyway. You know? Stay warm. Until next time, SK1 News. See y'all.